After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everyone, welcome to Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 115. My name is Marlacia, also known as Lady Fernico.
My name is Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy, on Ravelry, Plurk, and Instagram. Not really on Plurk that much.
What she said.
Did you mention this is Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 115?
I did.
Okay.
You weren't listening to me.
No, I really wasn't. The song you just heard was After the Ball is Over by Red and Ross, obtained from MovieAlley.com from Mevio. We are a bit luminescent, but that should make for better coloring of the objects we are showing.
Yeah, we did a test before we started recording to see if the colors of the projects would show up better, because last week the colors were not good at all. We do apologize.
No hats this week. My hair's a little wet.
Yeah, and my hair is okay, so you get us sans hats. Before we get started, I do want to welcome all new returning viewers. I want to thank you for joining us, and for those of you who have actually joined the group officially for the first time this past week, we want to welcome you in a special way. Want to welcome Drama Queen 7, who is Davina. She is on Ravelry now, but she will not be on the internet. Anything that you send, we will let her have, but she's not allowed on the internet for obvious reasons. If you do want to be her friend, you will probably get stuck with me as your friend if you're not already. So, and possibly Talia as well. Just so you know, we keep an eye on her friends.
So, and we'll try to keep her projects updated on there.
Right. Our other newcomer is TPU, who is Ellen, and we want to say thank you. Welcome to Ellen. Thank you for being here. If you are new to the group and you haven't joined, or if you've been a member of the podcasting community listening to us or watching us and you haven't joined the group, go ahead and join. We'd love to have you. You'll be eligible for prizes if you take part in the alongs, but you have to be a member of the group. So we'd love to see you in the group. I do want to thank.
I might need to turn some lights now.
Yeah.
On my lap
We do want to take a minute to thank Bella Sox. My tongue is very tied up in knots. I didn't get much sleep last night. Yeah. She just knocked her tea. I didn't get much sleep last night because we went to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it got out way after my bedtime. So I'm a little tired. But I want to thank Bella Sox, Eileen, for the very nice thank you note that you sent to Davina through me. She was thrilled. Thank you very much.
Could you run over the cardiac awareness and stuff? I think I have it on their things.
Let's see. Okay.
Just because I'm working with the lighting, I have to deal with spilled tea.
I am going to be the substitute cardiac person. I don't know anything about it, so I will be just basically reading it. Bear with me. The cardiac Cal is going strong. We're a month into it now. We have some really nice projects and FOs, and I love the chatter about the different kinds of reds. Red, if you have red and white, as long as it doesn't really look super pink, okay, it's still red. Okay.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
That's okay. Do you want to take over?
Yeah, sorry. My tea spilled and it was a great tragedy. I wouldn't cry over spilt milk, but I would cry over spilt tea.
Did you say who the music was by?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I have chai tea.
Someone else doesn't pay attention.
Chai tea. And you have what?
Oh, I have black peach tea.
Yes, we'll get
black tea, which is peach tea.
If you would like to get something to drink or to eat, feel free to pause us and do so, or leave us and do so and come back. That would be great. Go ahead, Ty. I don't know.
So the cow. You don't drip on my.
I'm dripping. I might have to get a new cup, I think.
Oh my gosh, you are dripping quite obviously. Hold on 1 second. I think we have tea issues.
Technical difficulties.
Pausing. Alrighty, we're back.
Sorry about the interruptions.
So, as we were talking about the cardiac along. It's running from July 1st to September 30th. And we are supposed to be knitting or crocheting in red with cardiac awareness in mind. And whips and FOs will both be eligible to be drawn for prizes.
But not chatter.
Not chatter.
But that doesn't mean not to chatter. Keep chattering.
Yeah, you can still chatter in the thread. We like having you chattering, even though we don't always keep up. And by we, I mean me.
I got caught up, but that doesn't mean I'll be caught up by the time I look at it.
I am the world's worst podcaster. I am horrible about keeping up in the threads. I read everything, and I'm like, oh, I will respond to this when I have time. And it takes me like a month to respond to everything. So, I am the world's worst podcaster. I am very sorry. I do love you guys, and I do read your things. I just don't respond right away. Are you playing the world's smallest violin for
Well, this is actually the world's
Are you
smallest
playing
violin.
a violin for our members?
For you.
She's mocking you. It's so unkind.
She has delusions.
So, whips and FOs will be eligible to be drawn for prizes. Only one whip picture per project per week, and one FO picture per FO per week. If you already had a whip picture and then you finished the project, you can still put the FO picture in. And I look like I have a hat.
You do. It's the Three Musketeers.
It is.
Alright.
The third one I did it. The project must not be finished prior to July 1st, although the projects do not have to be finished before September 30th.
Right, because FOs, whips are eligible for prizes, so that's good.
And we do have some awesome prizes.
Do you want to thank our people here?
Yes, Kenneth.
Who is Kenneth?
Yes.
Not George. We'll get thanked in a minute.
He is Terminator 64. Gave us some gorgeous lace weight yarn. We will also have the knit red book and the crochet red books.
One each.
Yes. 5 pattern donations, which do include a couple of pattern books by.
It's actually 3.
I think it is 3.
Yeah.
By Sarah Jane Janot.
Awesome.
Designs.
Awesome.
Then 3 awesome pattern donations, one for each of 3 lucky winners from 10 Hours or Less George, although we all have some George in all of us.
Yes, we all have George in all of us.
George.
He makes me smile. Okay.
Tea. And my tea's getting a little cold. A skein of lovely yarn from Knitty Girl, Heidi from Ed Dead Yarn, and I actually have some for yarn coming in. And then it actually turned out to be like 3 yarny prizes for viewing.
Right.
We split it up a little
It's
differently.
4 skeins, but because of the yardage in the skeins, it ended up being 3 prizes instead of 2.
Yes.
So you guys are lucky you get an extra prize. Extra chance to win.
And if you want to share your projects on Instagram, you use the
Blah, 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 blah,
use
blah.
the tag #PHNRedCow, and that was suggested by Polly.
Yes, thank you very much, Polly. Much appreciated.
So before we do go much farther, because I forgot last time, the berry pattern is released.
Whoops, whoops.
He's now available on Ravelry. Here's the original. This is the one that started it all, and he's the one actually in the pattern. If you do the pattern exactly as written, you will get something that looks more like berry than iris.
Or owl. Okay. We want to thank Nikki.
Yes.
For the wonderful plug she's been doing for
Yes.
Barry. She's great. Thank you, Nikki, very much.
Nikki's been taking pictures of her berry everywhere.
Everywhere.
Which has been lots of fun.
Barry's been in the car, in the backyard. Nikki, I want to see one of him in the bathroom.
She's
In the
been
shower.
talking about making berry clothes, which is
Yes.
so cute.
And she's so sweet about it. She's done a wonderful job there. Wow. Definitely running on lack of sleep. She's making it a lot of fun, and we appreciate that. You did want to remind people who did the testing to please do the project page?
Yes, I think everyone. Oh, no, the only one who hasn't I think still might be trying to finish hers.
Because the feet are still running around without the body.
Yeah, because her...
Well, she could just post the regular.
Hers turned out really cute, too.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing...
if she can get it from her nephew for 5 seconds, even before she puts the feet on, you know, just kind of crop it a little, so she can have the project page linked to you, that would be great.
Yeah. And we're talking about you, Lise Funimate.
I've heard how cute that came out.
It turned out really cute.
I didn't get to see it. I want to see it. So, yes, post it, Lise, if you can, please.
I think that's all the publicity. And I have 6 projects, and you have...
Right, and we did change. We got rid of the title hooks because, as Taya said, it sounds very much like crochet. We moved rough draft to being our whips, and edits will be our things that need to be woven in, and stuff like that. You know, just the finishing block, that kind of stuff. So we are going into rough draft, which is our whips.
So the first one that I will be speaking on is actually I got some work on the ink heart, which is living in my Batman bag, which is by Cloverbird. And this was a custom bag. It's Lush pattern by Tin Can Knits, using US 3 and US 6 needles, and Miss Babs Yowza What a Skein in the fountain pen colorway. Knitting up for Mom. The pattern was gifted to me by Nurse Kim Knits, who is Kim, and I'm making size 33. And it's funny comparing it to what I have on my lap, because before I started knitting this one, I thought this was so bright.
Right.
And
and it still is, but it's not as bright.
Yes. Yeah, my needle went right through my knitting. There.
At least with the lace.
Oh, it doesn't hurt it.
No.
So, in the sleeve, I've been in the sleeve, but I got some work on it.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, good. It's so pretty. I like the color.
And I think it's showing up pretty true to color.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty close.
It seems now a lot more muted than I realized it was.
But it really isn't. It's just the other one is so much brighter.
Yeah, I think it just seems muted to my eyes.
Because looking on the screen, it looks very bright.
And we have some weird shadowing going on that I really can't do anything about.
Yeah, we're trying to get it so you can see the colors, and we're not washed out. But so we're working. We don't have really good lighting.
No, we don't have a lot of lighting available.
This is a really old house, and we don't have really good lighting in it.
And we've tried several different rooms. This is the best one.
My husband keeps saying he might buy us some lighting, so maybe for Christmas. We'll see.
But right now we unfortunately don't have very many options. I might have tried at some point to see how the schoolroom works.
Again?
I don't think we ever tried it.
Well, you did.
I did when I started. We might see how the lighting was when I used to podcast.
Yeah, we can try that. It's very crowded in there.
It is very crowded.
We can try it in there. That's not a problem.
I like how open it is in here.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's this project. It's thinking very little love, but it has gotten some.
Okay, and you need to do another one.
The other one is the not secret, but the design I'm working on, and that's all you get to know about it.
What bag is it in? Or do you remember?
Pretty bag. Knitting's my bag.
Okay. All right. My first one is the one I was working on the most, and actually, yeah, I guess I'll work on that one. It's my dragonfly cardigan, because I really do. Oh, I got tea all over my skirt.
Oh, sorry.
Take it back to the cleaners.
Oh, did you just come back?
In my Cloverbird tie tea bag is my dragonfly cardigan from the Sunday cardigan pattern by Shannon Mullet Goolsby. I have finished the body and started on the first sleeve. I did a lot on this. I was proud of myself.
You're balancing duty as exerciser.
Yeah. It's her time to exercise. Okay, I'm going to see if I can hold this so you can see, because it's not sewn together yet. I need to block it before I can sew it.
So you hold one side and I hold the other?
Yeah, hold it.
Hold on. You gotta actually let go of it for me to be able to hold it.
So that's approximately...
Hold on. There.
There, you can kind of see, get an idea. See. So I got the body
The color
done.
should have a lot better.
Color
for
is
the
a
sweater.
lot better. It doesn't look black anymore. You can actually see the color. And the back is just plain in this pattern stitch. I don't want to give that away because it's a paid pattern. But I think it's going to fit just fine. I don't think it's going to have too much blocking. That's the body, and I had a little bit more on the sleeve last night, but I was not paying attention when I was doing it, and Talia was talking to me, so I had to whip back, and I'm about.
Talia also made it so you could know what your count was everywhere.
Yes, she did.
No blame on Talia.
Did I blame? I did not, in fact. I
Totally
just was
blamed.
talking to you.
Totally blame.
So this is the first sleeve, the start of the first sleeve.
No appreciation whatsoever for all that I did.
I'm not sure
for
what I did, actually. Somehow I got off count, but I got back on count with Talia's help, so.
It's my turn again.
I think so. Just a second. Let me just put this back. I'm three balls of yarn into this. I think I might be able to. I forgot to say what I was using. I'm using Dragonfly Fibers yarn in the Dragonfly Dragon Sock yarn in the Dragonfly colorway, and I think I may be able to get away with finishing this pattern with the original yarn that I bought. That I bought from the Fiber Festival last year.
Sorry.
And that means I'll have 2 left over. So that'll be awesome.
And she's hoping to have enough left over so I can make her a Diana's hat
To go
out
with
of
it, yeah.
one of the skeins.
Right. And to anyone who's going to the Fiber Festival this year, who's in the area, Shenandoah Fiber Festival, Talia and I will both be there. We're planning on helping on Friday afternoon, and we're planning on being there Saturday. So if you are going...
And no classes this year
No
for us.
classes this year for us. So if you are going and you see us, feel free to stop us and say hi. We don't bite, I promise.
Yeah, I think sort of the plan is to hit the vendors early and then just sort of hang out
For a little while.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think there's plenty to do even if you're just sitting and knitting / crocheting.
And we usually leave. We don't usually, well, we've only been once, but we probably won't stay to the very end, but we'll stay for a while.
Yeah. I mean, it only comes... I don't get to make it to Maryland, so this is the only Fiber Festival I get to make it to.
Well, you might be able to make it next year.
We'll have to see, yeah.
Yeah.
At least this year we won't have... This coming year I won't have any special training for work, so... Okay, next project. I am going to pronounce her name right this time. Honestly, I am. The Eastwood pattern... Well, the Eastwood the Eastwood project, which is the cabled Afghan cow that Edie.
Yay! Thank you, Nurse Kim. Thank you, Kimberly. That was Kim, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe it was. And it's not actually called cabled Afghan cow on Ravelry. It's called something else, but the name was long and drawn out to say every time I podcast. So it's cabled Afghan cow by Edie Ekman. Produced by Creative Bug and Red Heart Yarns. I'm using US 8 needles, Knit Picks Andes Del Campo and Cilantro Heather colorway. And I think this is 4th cabled square.
So on week 8 then? 7, week 8?
I can't even remember.
Well, it's a block a week, but I guess they don't...
I believe I'm on week 8. I really can't remember.
Yeah.
I usually keep better track, but I didn't. Because usually I have a square finished. I'm able to tell you what square it is by that. But
Oh, you don't have a finished square day?
no, I need to finish it. I need to finish it today because the other square is being released. But
all my squares that are coming out are in the in my files. I'm not starting them yet.
so this one actually makes me think of my antler sweater by Tin Cans Knits.
I can see that.
And this is fun.
Oh, look at that. That comes out really nice.
This is probably my favorite square so far. And the next one looks like it'll be a lot of fun too.
The next one that's not a garter stitch.
Well, she doesn't re-release the garter.
Oh, so she does one a week, and you've already had the garter stitch, and this is...
No, I haven't finished all the garters.
Right, but I'm saying, how many of the pattern ones have you done?
I think it's 4, but I can't remember.
4, so it's been 5 weeks probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I did the checkerboard. I did the one that was like a snake. I did the plain cable one.
And then this one.
Oh, I think I might have had one other one.
Okay, well, so that's 5 plus the
Yeah.
garter, so that's 6. You're about halfway through.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
It is. And I do have to do some more garter stitch once. I've just been working on other things.
Of course, you can imagine Davina's reaction. She kind of wrinkles her nose and says, "That's really nice, but I don't like the color."
Yeah, but I really need to get rid of this yarn.
Yeah.
Because I got it for the poncho, the Good, Bad, and the Ugly poncho, and I just could not make myself do that much crocheting.
I didn't realize that was fabric. I guess it is a ribbon that she's sewing.
I like crochet for toys, and I understand that other people primarily crochet. It's just, I personally am not that much of a crocheter. I like crocheting toys. That's about it.
Oops, I'm still.
But this is in my bunny's sweater bag by Ploverbird, and it is an awesome bag.
It is. Okay, I'm sorry, I was out of screen for a minute. Do you have one more to do? Or no, I'm doing the next one.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, this next project I did not have when I saw you last. My husband, I'm sitting here doing my writing and my crafting and on Saturday, and we get a call from the car dealership saying, "How married are you to the color you want for that truck you're looking for?" And I said, well, you know, whatever color. I mean, well, I let it go to the machine because I didn't want to interrupt my husband unless it was absolutely necessary. So I go downstairs and tell him they have a truck that he might want. So we drop everything and we go, and I needed something for the car, and everything I had was just too complicated. So in my Knitting's My Bag sweater size sea turtle bag, using yarn I got from down the hill, Banana's Choice yarn, I started my blue on blue. This thing is huge. I'm on the 3rd skein of the yarn. It is very wide.
You made it very wide.
It is very wide. I didn't realize how wide it would be when I first started. I like the colors. I think it might be a scarf instead of a...
It's going to have to be so
well,
wide.
I mean, it could probably be a cowl that would just fold over itself.
Mm-hmm.
I will have to see. I might pin it or something and see how, I mean...
It's very thick, Mom.
It is very thick. I've seen some very thick cowls that I don't know how they would wear. But anyway, I'll try it and see. But anyway, if you have any ideas about whether or not it should be a cowl.
It would be a warm scarf.
It would be. It's very long. I think the wingspan, well, wingspan for lack of a better term, is already, you know, almost 7 feet.
My face.
Almost 7 feet. I love the, I don't know if you can see. Ah! Can you see? Can you
stuff in my face.
The different colors? The color changes?
You're kind of in the shadows.
Let me see here. It's very subtle, especially on this here.
That's a little bit better, but it's a very subtle change.
It's a very subtle
right
change
here,
here,
especially.
Yeah, here too. Because it's changing. It's changing
no, that
here.
one's not very subtle.
Okay, here it's changing here.
This is a subtle one.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's where I'm looking. I just can't. I still am directionally challenged with this computer. So yeah, but it's. I like the way the colors are changing. It may end up being a scarf for charity. My husband said, "Why? Why don't you keep it?" So we'll see what happens.
He is an enabler extraordinaire.
He is. I am enjoying making this. I don't care for the yarn that much. It is Vanna's Choice, just the regular yarn. It's a little bit rough on the hands and it's not completely soft. I think it will wash out. It is 100%
Yeah, I wasn't very
colored.
fond of Vanna's Choice when I used it either.
Yeah, it's. I like the colors, however, and I look forward to seeing how the finished product. I may do some kind of a very loose. Seaming it together to see, or maybe pinning it together to see how it will look as a cowl, and if I don't like the way it looks, it'll be a scarf for somebody. And I'm using an H hook, I think. I probably could have gotten away with doing an I hook, but I think I'm using an H hook, and as I said, Vanna's Choice yarn. 3 balls of Vanna's Choice yarn, 170 yards each. And the funny thing was, when I did this, let's see if I can find the extra yarn. When I did this, the 2 balls that I finished, I had like this much done with the second ball of yarn, about this much, and I had only about this long of the first, and they're both supposed to have 170 yards. I'm not sure what the deal was with that, but oh well. Just interesting FYI. Okay.
I don't know why I have, I always feel like somebody's watching me in my head.
Sometimes
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
I got no privacy. Oh.
Okay. Well, somebody. Oop! Your owl fell. Apparently, our singing frightened him.
Owl is
Well,
a
she's
very cardinal.
Well, she's collecting her fainted cardinal. I'm going to continue onward. The next project I am speaking on is Firefly, which is the Diana's Hat pattern by Joanna Johnston, using US 4. Mom, he might need a little sustenance. He doesn't seem to be very stable. Hi. Here, you can sit between us.
There we go. He wants attention.
So, the Diana Hats pattern by Joanna Johnston using US 4 needles, Wild Hair Fiber Studios Pinnacle Sock Yarn in the Firefly colorway, and making it for me. I got a lot of progress done on it. I tend to add extra rows just whenever the heck I feel like it, because I like a little bit more of a slouchy hat, because when I wear my hair fully back, I tend to wear one of those claw clips.
Yeah, I wear those too. That's why I'm glad you did that.
I like it to still cover the claw clip nicely.
I didn't realize it had that little, whatever this is.
Yep.
That's pretty.
It's a very simple pattern. It came from Anne of Green Gables knits, I believe. You can find it on Amazon as well as on Ravelry.
That's pretty.
And I'm really looking forward to getting this done. I think I have a couple more rows before I have to start thinking of decreases. And I have no idea how many extra rows I've added. Just whenever I feel like it, I throw in an extra row. So I think there's quite a few extra rows. I need to start decreasing soon.
I wish she did do that, because when she makes mine, because I wear the
well,
same
I can
kind of,
always count the rows,
yeah,
Mom.
because I have that same clip that you wear, and I don't want it to be visible necessarily.
Yeah, I can count the rows later. I just, when I'm at work or, during a break or just shopping or whatever, I can just throw in an extra row. That's what I do when I was in the zoo knitting on Davina's. I just think, I lost count. Meh, whatever.
Now, does that have to be a stripe yarn? Is that a stripy yarn?
This one, I don't believe is actually stripy. I don't believe that...
No, it's not, look.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't believe that Wild Hair does stripy. Because remember the socks, I thought they would be stripy and they weren't.
Yeah.
And I was highly disappointed.
It'll be interesting to see how the dragonfly sock works up in that.
Yes, it will be. And if Mom's not done with her sweater by the time I finish this hat, I'll start another one for Davina, because she loves these hats. I have a couple of sock yarns set aside specifically to make her another one. This is just such a good purse project.
The yarn that I was making Davina's, I forget what I was making for her. I tried 2 different projects. One was the Sedna, I think it was.
Well, I also have the yarn that came from Lauren's
right.
kit.
But the Sedna one, I finally gave to Talia, because I said no matter what I do with it, it just doesn't work. So I have to find the other one for that too, so you can have that one. Do you have one more? No, I do.
No.
Okay. The next one I have is my Apple of My Eye blanket, which is baby blanket, newborn baby blanket by Altadena Green. Let me see, I think it's in here. It's in here. I didn't do a whole lot of work on this, actually, because I was working a lot on the sweater, so there's not really much to be seen. I probably shouldn't even show it to you. But I'm going to anyway, because that's what I do.
If you didn't decide you had to sit right in between us, you probably want to get elbows in your face.
There, he's a little timid. So I haven't made much progress. I did 2 or 3 rows, most of it this morning. Yeah, this morning? No, yesterday.
I don't know, I wasn't here.
I'm hoping to get to the pattern in the next couple of days if I can sit down and do it, but I am going to be focusing on finishing the sweater, because I would like to finish it by next week if I can. So yeah, not a lot of progress done on this, but I did give it a little bit of love. I'm having a difficult time keeping my tension this time for some reason. I'm not sure why. So if anybody has an idea why that's so, I wasn't having trouble before, but now I seem to be having trouble with my tension. It just seems like a little loosey-goosey. I don't know why.
Is it just because you're at the beginning?
No, it's I don't know. I'm not sure why it is that way. And this is living in my Knitting's my bag, medium size Parisian ladies bag. And I'm using 10.5, 10.5, US 10.5, 6.5 millimeter needles.
Meters.
And Knit Picks.
I use meters.
Knit Picks yarn in the red colorway, the Bible worsted yarn. Needle, 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 needle. Come here. Come on. There we go. Now behave yourself. You sit up there? Yeah, you're sitting in a crack. No wonder I keep falling on. There, okay.
I was hoping the crack would keep them up.
I think it might now.
Okay, so my turn. The next one I was going to speak on is in my my plover bird owl's bag. I get a lot of compliments on that. I love this little happy owl. Even if he even if he probably made this owl with the wide eyes cry.
But I like the owls.
Actually, it's just one who always looks like he's crying.
The one that has little shiny puddles in his eyes.
Yeah, he looks like he's crying, and I bet this cute little owl did it because he looks all happy.
It's not the happy one you have to worry about. It's the one that has a smirk on his face. There's any with smirks.
Well, the happy one has a smirk.
Here.
This one.
He
looks pleased as punch.
Yes, he does.
And this one looks like he's tearing up because of it. He made him cry. Actually, this is the side that has the two of them. No, this is the side that has the two of them together.
Yeah.
And this here. For some reason, it doesn't always show together. Anyway.
Is that another plover bird?
Yes. And this is, well, I was calling it Sock Many Colors. I think I'm going to call it Confetti. It's a simple skip socks by Adrian Koo. Using US 2 DPNs, Wild's Hair Fiber Studios in the Grateful Dyed colorway. Didn't get a ton of work done on it, but a few rows here and there. This is really the only thing I ever used DPN.
Stitch marker.
Oh yeah, that's one of my old ones. I don't use a ton of pretty stitch markers lately because I've been doing a lot of
crocheting.
No, I've been doing a lot of knitting with like size 11 needles.
Oh right.
And my stitch markers are too small for those, so I have to use. Thankfully, my Chai Goose came with extra large stitch markers.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's what I've been using. But anyway, so this has gotten a little bit of progress.
Colors are pretty close.
There, now it's a little better.
It's so pretty.
So it's been getting a little bit of progress, not a ton. I still have to tell people that I'm not making a baby stock or baby something.
I'm sorry, I need to have this tea or I'll fall asleep on you in the middle of the day here. So. Because I fall asleep around 3 o'clock.
Even when you don't stay up late watching turtles?
3 o'clock is a bad time. Actually, it's not 3 o'clock yet, is it? It's getting close.
It's getting close.
Alright.
So, that is that. Your turn.
Okay, how many more do you have?
I have one more.
Okay.
How many more do you have?
This one. Okay, this is my project you can't see because I didn't do a whole lot in it, and it's a design project, and it's nowhere near being looked at-able.
Looked-at-able?
Looked-at-able. It's living in my living's my bag.
In your living's your bag.
My living's my bag. Yes, Lois. I've renamed.
Living's totally my bag too.
Yes.
I am way into living.
This is Knitting's my bag's earlier sweater bags. They've since gotten a little bit bigger than this. And I call it my Monet bag, even though I think it's actually a Serret bag.
I believe it is actually Serret.
And I can't tell you anything more about it. That's that.
Okay, so the last thing that I have to show you is not very far along. It's living in the llama bag, which is a plover bird bag. And remember, it has really cute little llamas.
Llama, 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 llama.
It kind of looks loosey-goosey right now, but
it looks like cookie dough or noodles or something. At the moment.
This is a Sarah pattern by Jennifer Hagen. It's a paper pattern. I am using US 11 needles. That's what I got gauge with. And Barocco Comfort Chunking, the barley colorway. So I had to go up in a needle size. And this yarn's a little bit splitty. I'm not sure if it's the needles I'm using or if it's just because I'm at the beginning. It was kind of hard for the cast on.
Sometimes the yarn, when you begin with something, I've noticed that even with my limited knitting experience,
Yeah.
that when you're starting it splits and then it's okay afterward.
And also it starts right off with a cable row.
Oh, really?
It does it, which is fairly rare, in my experience.
Is it a cable cast on? Is that?
Oh no, you do your cast on, and then your next row is a cable row.
That must be hard to do, kind of.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So it hardly looks like anything right now, and it's really bright. Did I say the colorway? Yeah, the barley colorway.
It looks like it's oatmeal, but they call it barley.
And you can barely see. Bringing it up closer just actually washes it out more. The idea is I want kind of like a fisherman type look. This is a very cable pattern. It has several cable charts per row, just like when I was working the Vivian. Thankfully, this lady actually writes out her charts, so that makes it a little easier. So I look forward to getting farther along where I can see what's going on. She has several different kinds of cables.
That should be interesting.
Yeah, and I think that it'll be fair. It'll be fun. I'm a little bit interested in seeing how I'll lengthen the sleeves because, as I mentioned to all of y'all, I have orangutan arms.
Yeah, she sat down next to me and we did this, and
and
I'm not an overly,
And I have at least
4 inches.
4 inches, 6 inches.
And she's not that much taller than I am.
I just have really long arms, really long everything. So I always have to go beyond what the longest size is for the sleeves. Whereas most of the time they'll go to like maybe 18 inches for the sleeves. I have to go to 20 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I just have really long arms. And I never, usually for my size, they'll go like, oh, 17 inches is fine. I'm like, it'll be like up here. I like my sleeves overhanging, or at least here. So I had never realized that it's just that I'm abnormally long-armed, that I've always hated how store sweaters fit on me. Thankfully, I knit sweaters now, so I'll have to figure out how to lengthen something with so many cables on it.
Maybe it'll be a simple repeat that you just.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But that's this so far. I just started it last night. I've been dying to start it, and this is ever since Mom got that yarn at the bottom of the hill, where I was like, oh, I want to make a fisherman type sweater.
I told Snook she could come by and visit. She wants to go to the yarn shop at the bottom of the hill. But Suzanne, we never know when they're going to get a big haul in. So
no, we don't.
We have to do something about maybe teleportation or something. Okay. Did you want to do edits first or FOs first?
Go ahead and do FO because I'm in the middle of.
On the bookshelf, in my Kikiboo, I think this is a small Kikiboo bag. On my Tea Lovers bag, this is Denise, who is Knitting Dan. Her bags are really sweet. I don't like wedge bags normally.
Although I've gotten
like
used to
this.
them. I thought that the project would catch in the zipper more.
It doesn't.
And it doesn't. I could actually become a fan of them.
I would like.
Potentially.
I would like. I'm gonna. I already have enough bags, but I want to get a large one of Denise's eventually.
Yeah. Because I want to give it a shot.
Yeah. So either one of Denise's or one of Plover Bird's. We'll see who comes out with what faster. And I know that Lois also is doing wedgie bags now. Wedgie bags. Wedgie bags. I had this much yarn left in my mini mochi, this little ball. And I may have been able to use a little bit more in the finished product. I ended up having to, I don't know if I slip stitched or I single crocheted this together, but
You single crocheted, I thought.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Because I did this when I was in the Blessed Sacrament Chapel after I finished praying, and I was just sitting there, with Jesus. I didn't have my needle, so I went ahead and.
I had a needle, as always.
Yes, but I didn't want to go across the aisle for that. It's very disconcerting for that picture to keep stopping. I hope it's not going to stop. So this is how it falls.
It's stopping?
Yeah, see, it stops. I mean, I think it's just I hope that's not stopping on the.
I hope not, because there's nothing. I don't know how to fix that.
Yeah. Okay. I like the way it falls. It's kind of pretty there.
It is very pretty.
I hope whoever gets this will like it. Because I already have something in there.
Yeah, you hope the person for whom it is meant.
Yes.
Because you're acting as if you don't know who it goes to, which you do.
Yes.
But she is just not sharing with the class.
I am not sharing with the class. So, yeah, this I used an H hook, and Carol. No, I did not use Carol Thickly Soft. I just didn't take that out of my notes. Mini motif in the I think this is Neptune colorway.
And you've seen it before.
You've seen it before, yeah, several times before. You can see the colors.
All
my colors.
You guys have commented on the ponchos you've made out of it before.
Yes. So that is finished.
And I also have finished, although it is in edits rather than
on the bookshelf.
Yeah. Because I am still in the process of weaving in ends and of getting buttons in so I can sew them on. But let me just, I want to get this end started because I don't want it's not really woven in at all. Let me just get this one started and then we'll get it the rest of the way after. Because I need to try on this sweater to show the full.
It's a beautiful color. And you'll see the difference between this color and the one she's doing for me.
Mm-hmm.
They're both bright, but this one makes the other one look a little more
pale.
subdued.
Yeah, and I was struck with that when it was on my lap. So this is the sedum, which is, well, I call this Batman blue, which is about the color of Dad's truck.
Mm-hmm. Some of you saw my husband's new truck on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
It is awesome.
But the pattern is the sedum by Jane Richmond. I'm using I used US 11 needles and Knit Picks Bravo Bulking Celestial colorway. I have a ton of ends to weave in because there were a couple skeins that had so many knots that I had cut out and it kind of made me annoyed. But
it's not something that's I think that's just something that you got a couple of skeins.
I know, it's really weird. Like the rest of the skeins are fine, but I had a couple skeins that were off. This is the size 36. Mom gifted me the pattern, and I cast this on to take part in a Nightbird podcast, July-August cardigan cap. And also, not only are there ends because of the knots, there are also ends because these balls are maybe smaller than some of the other balls I'm used to using for sweaters.
Right.
So I went through yarn faster. So this is warm.
But it's not heavy.
No, it's not. But it's warm for sure. Okay. So, the buttons are actually on. Buttonholes are actually on this side. Okay. That's how it turned out.
Turn around so you can see the shawl collar. Here's the collar right here. You can see it. Turn that this way. You can see the shawl. It's really hard to see, but you can get an idea. I've got my hand under it. There. Okay. You can't really see the ribbing on it, but it's very pretty. Got a shadow down there.
Yeah, this is a very fun knit.
And that's Jane Richmond?
It is Jane Richmond. I have thoroughly enjoyed both patterns that I've knit by her. The other one was when I made my big yellow sweater.
The Fuzz Monster.
Oh, the Fuzz Monster, yes. Now that one was a bit long for my taste. I usually wear that open at the bottom because I've got large hips and I don't like accenting that.
Wide hips.
Anyway, I don't like accenting that with the sweater.
Accenting?
Accenting.
What? Top off their heads?
But I really like the length of this one. It ends right about here, which is a good length for me. And it's just I love the color. It's very bright. So
very vibrant.
Yes. And I love this ribbing.
The ribbing's not coming up very well.
There it is.
I can hardly see it, but getting closer is not going to help any time.
Yeah, people can see it, Mom.
Okay.
Because there's the seed stitch,
I see it.
and there's the ribbing.
Yeah.
So it's nice, and it's a good. I was able to lengthen the sleeves to accommodate my orangutan arms.
Yeah, I might have to try that on to see how much longer it is on me than it is on you because.
Well, go ahead and try it. Impromptu, guys.
Yes, we like doing this. Wait, where's the other sleeve? Okay.
Now, granted, remember, on the shoulders are going to be a little bit different on you as well because you would do size down.
See, it's not overly longer.
Well, it hits about here on me.
Yeah, so, I mean, let's see where the shoulders, see, like,
And also, this on me is up higher. You know.
I'm a little smaller bone structure than she is, but not overly much. I like that color. Here, take it off before I decide I want to keep it.
We don't need to keep it.
It's very
it would be
warm.
way too warm for you.
Yeah, at this point.
Because you get a lot hotter.
Stupid
than
hot flashes. What?
Punch me in the head.
I didn't. My sweater did.
Okay, so.
Okay.
On to. I don't have any acquisitions, but I believe you do.
Yeah. Do you want to go right into that?
Yeah.
Okay. The first acquisition.
Because I'd rather do that than the geek out first.
Okay. The first acquisition I have, I'm a little disappointed
You're
in.
sitting on my.
Because I bought this. I was really excited. It's a special edition of Crochet World presents Best Crochet Animals, Toys, and Dolls. It's kind of like I think it's like a special issue of the Crochet World, and I got it for the toys, of course.
Well, I hope you got it for the toys, considering the fact that it's a toy edition.
Toys, animals, and dolls.
Oh, okay.
I get to page 18, and we're all fine. That's a nice little picture on page 19. I think it's page 19, until I turn the page and realize it's page 36. I'm missing 18 pages in here. There is nobody tore it out, nothing. It's just not in there. I went to the back here. We're almost to the back. Let me see if I can show you what's missing. That's why I'm so upset. I'm going to go back to the store. I called them and they said, well, go to the store where you got it and see if you can get another copy. And then if you can't, or if you have problems, let us know and we'll see about replacing it. Okay, 18 was the last page. Okay, I got the dinosaur I liked, but I'm missing the lion, which is this one here. I'm missing the teddy bear and the caterpillar. I don't know if you can see these real well. I'm missing this adorable little lamb that is out there. And I'm missing, I think I said the caterpillar already, the little snail. I'm missing that, and the orangutan. So I'm missing a whole bunch of really cute toys, stuffed toys. I'm missing the unicorn or horse or whatever that is as well. And I think I'm actually missing this pattern also.
Aren't you missing the, also the giraffe?
Yes, I'm missing the giraffe as well. I called it a horse. It's just a giraffe.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm missing, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
You're missing
7.
all the toys.
I'm missing all the toys plus the fox hat and scarf and the actual pattern for this neck thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go back to Martin's, I think today after the podcast, and see if I can find one that has the pages. But I was a little perturbed because I was really excited to get this magazine and it was missing 18 pages or 20 pages or whatever it is it was missing. So hopefully I'll be able to get it at Martin's. It was a one-off thing and I won't have to call Crochet Today back because I do not subscribe at this point.
If they're smart though, good customer service would suggest, regardless of whether or not you subscribe, if Martin's has an issue, they need to replace your then.
Yeah. So let me just put that there.
Because a bad experience like that would be enough to.
Well, that's my thought too, because I don't usually subscribe to magazines, but every once in a while I will, and a lot will hinge on their customer service.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Could I go right into the other acquisition?
Yeah, I don't have any acquisitions.
Okay. The other one I got,
all my acquisitions are in.
I got some in transit too, but the only other acquisition I have at the moment, I started using the gift card Talia got me, not last Christmas, but was it last Christmas? No, it was Christmas before.
I can't remember.
The Christmas before.
It might have been last Christmas.
Well, at any rate, it's been almost a year at least, because I haven't found exactly what I wanted. And I saw this yarn of Miss Babs. I started using I used about half of the card for this yarn. I saw it at Maryland Sheep and Wool, put it back because I didn't think there was enough of it. And when I went back to get it, my husband said go back and get it, somebody else snagged it. So I only got one skein of it. I wanted to show you the packaging. Miss Babs packages it. Beautifully.
Beautifully.
There's a little mini skein. I'll show it to you in a second when I open it up. And there's a little note in here, and it looks like some kind of color chart or something, so we'll open it up. There's going to be a little bit of crinkling here. I apologize. I just didn't want to open it up before. This is the mini skein she gave me. It's
pretty.
10-yard sample of big silk. So this is silk, 60% merino, 40% cultivated silk. And the actual skein has 540 yarns and is online only.
540 yarns?
Yards.
I want 540 yarns.
Yeah, that would be nice. Really, we need to have a new place to put all our yarn. Okay, this is a 10-yard sample. I don't know what colorway this is. I can't find it. I don't think there is a colorway on here.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
It's kind of a reddish, brownish purple. It's really, really pretty. So that came in it, along with, I don't know if this is, oh, there's sticky notes.
Oh, that's fun.
There's sticky notes. Yay for sticky notes. Okay, I love sticky notes. Sometimes the swag is just as just as fun as the actual yarn. This is called Black Watch, and it's the Yowza What a Skein. And I don't know why it says unfulfilled on here, but okay. Anyway, let's open this up. Ooh, isn't that pretty?
I pictured something different for some reason.
I pictured it was more blue, but I love this. I thought it was more blue, but it's actually that's gorgeous. That is perfect. That's what I remember.
It's very peacock.
Isn't that gorgeous? Doesn't have as much of the blues and purples. It's got more of the greens, but I've been gravitating.
But it's a green edge to the peacock.
Yeah, I've been gravitating toward that a lot lately, and this is just absolutely.
I wonder why Black Watch
gorgeous.
is green.
I don't know. I'll have to ask Miss Babs if I see her at Maryland next time. So that's my
Some of us are, going into their time of going to Maryland.
And I'll make sure, Emily, that I stop you and remind you about the...
Oh, it's Shenandoah?
Oh, yeah, I have to see Emily at Shenandoah, too. No, I was teasing her about missing me at Maryland. We kind of missed each other. We saw each other briefly, and then she forgot about the podcast and meetup, and I missed her. But at least I got to say hello. So that's this, and I hope to see her at Shenandoah this year. Okay. That's that.
Yeah, I saw my misbehaving last week, although all my misbehaving is online.
I got some patterns, but I don't have them printed out.
Oh, well, yeah, of course I picked this pattern that I was, although I think I picked up that pattern that I was knitting the sweater out of last week when I, decided what I was going to make for that yarn.
Well, Packing Knits has enabled me again.
Doesn't she usually enable you with free patterns?
She does, but sometimes I'll go to the free patterns and then I'll go looking deeper and I'll see something else that I like.
Well, that's not her fault, though.
Well, yes, it is. I didn't know the designer, and that's okay. I like her. I told her I like her. I like it when she does that because I might not find it otherwise, and I'm always looking for new patterns.
Any more enabling?
Nope.
Okay. So, last thing, we're finishing a good time. We saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles last night.
Awesome.
Very fun.
Awesome, yes.
It did a lot of homages in the general direction of the old cartoon TV show.
And the new TV show.
And the new TV show. It was a good combination of the two. I have a couple of the comics that I've pulled out and am starting to read. To see how close it is to the comics, just for giggles. Because I never read much of the comics. I got them on Comixology. I think one of them was on sale, and
That's the only one I have. Is Comixology.
I have like 4 of them.
I just have the one, but we are, for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we are fans via visual media. In terms of like TV and movies and things like that, as opposed to our geekdom with comics for superheroes.
Although I do,
although we do that as
several
well.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics. But our fandom really started with the visual. But very fun, thoroughly enjoyed it.
Once you get past the turtles, the way they look, because they don't look like any of the other turtles that they put out on the screen before, they are really, their characters are well delineated and...
Yes, with the old 90s movies, yes. They weren't very, you basically knew who Raph was and who Mikey was. Leo and Donnie weren't very
kind of
well
morphed into each other.
Yeah, and even Mikey and Raph weren't like terribly. Everyone kind of blended.
Yeah, they had the New York accent, the New York Bronx or Brooklyn, or whatever the accent was. Mikey is a surfer dude in the later movies, and he is in this one too, kind of.
Yeah, well, he's.
But you need to check it out. Check out the trailer, because we don't want to do any spoilers. So check out the trailer. It's really funny.
It's one of the trailers. There's a lot of trailers.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say is the one in the elevator.
Yes.
Okay, check out the trailer that shows him in the elevator.
Yes. Lots of fun.
Yeah, that's what made us want to go see it.
Yes. But that's all I really have to talk about. I'm behind on Ravelry as always. I will plan on catching up as always. My problem is I go, oh, I need to catch up, and I go, ooh, knitting. Yes, my knitting's getting away.
She doesn't love you.
I'm a horrible person.
She is horrible.
She's a good podcaster. I'm a bad podcaster. What?
No.
What?
That. Bad podcaster. Bad. Halo? Kind of tilted? I can't do it with my hand. Can we get egg on your head?
Anyway, I think that we're just
Aaron,
about...
that was funny.
I think that we're...
No, I have to do autobiography.
Oh, okay. What's your autobiography?
I did some writing. Not a whole lot. I did a little over 700 words for the shared story, because I still have that. I've been doing a little at a time, and then we had a lot of stuff kind of break loose with my husband's birthday and the truck. I did post a new picture prompt to our 500 Club on the Writer's Voice, and a little story to that prompt. I don't have anything else. We do want to thank people. We thanked all the people who did our CAL. I want to thank Bella Socks for the donation of yarn for the next CAL, even though we can't show it to you right now.
Yes.
I think that's about it.
Okay, dokie. Then I do believe it's time for us to sign off.
Oh, did you say everything about posting the Barry? If they have to the, I think we mentioned posting the project page for Barry.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
So I think that would be everything. So we are headed out. Well, I think it's past the birds.
They need to be fed and bathed and put to bed. So, this is, we wish you a very happy week. It is Tuesday, so the rest of the week we hope is great for you. Wish you a week full of knitting, crocheting, whatever crafting it is that makes you happy, whatever else makes you happy. This is Pen, Hook, and Needles Podcast, episode 115, and that's a wrap.
Pull over! No, it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing. Yeah! Killer boots, man!